Hey guys, it is the weekend here on Pagan Perspective. I am your host Brendan, and this week we are talking about filming and recording ritual. So the question this week comes from JustRandomly, and it is about a poster or blogger, I guess would be the correct term, on Tumblr who was sharing their personal rituals in video format, and they were curious about how we go about our own personal rituals, what perhaps unique characteristics and unique aspects do we have in our personal ritual, and also it just kind of looks at whether or not we would record personal ritual for sharing online. So for me, most of my ritual is spontaneous and random and just kind of happens when I need it to happen. Sometimes even when I need it to happen, it just happens for the sake of it, and there isn't really any particular, I don't script any of my rituals. My witchcraft is very impromptu, and improv, I would say, as well. So it kind of just think on my toes with what's around me, where I am, what I desire for an outcome, go off the developed structure knowledge that I have from years of practice, and really just kind of basic focus and structure is constructing sacred space. Most of the time some sort of energy spellcrafting work, depending on what it is that I'm working towards, and then deconstructing space and leaving wherever it is that I am. So I talked about this in the video that we did on circle casting. So most of my personal practice is within that. So when grounding and centering, I will really focus on the iron and stars within the center of the earth, and the iron and stars within the cosmos above us, meeting and melding with the iron and stars that is within our blood and very essence of being. And that's kind of my grounding and centering I focus with. I've not ever really been attracted to the whole trees metaphor with the roots down, branches up sort of exploration and explanation. I just find it's not very energetic for me, and shifting my mind into ritual space, kind of having that fire, stars, all of that just gets my blood pumping and ready for ritual. Cycle casting is generally acknowledging the 6 directions and opening the 7th, which is center. So the 6 directions being southwest, north, and east. Don't know why I said it that way. The above, the below, and then these 6 directions open the 7th, which is the center, and that forms my sacred space and is a reflection of the cosmos around me and the cosmos within me. So the macrocosm, microcosm there. Depending on the work I'm doing, I will call on some sort of allyship. So whether it be with elementals, whether it be with gods, whether it be with spirits of place, whether it be with ancestors, all that sort of stuff. And I forgot to mention it, but normally before I even do my grounding and centering and all that sort of work, I will acknowledge the traditional landowners of the place where I'm working on, if I know who they are, or I will give honor and reverence to those of the land where I am if I don't know who they are. So I may even leave a little offering there. But that's a little side divert. Just improv ritual, okay? So allyship. Then I'll work into, if it's for my personal work, it's just generally, I get into the magical work that I'm doing. So if I'm leaving offerings for a god or making devotionals, either sing, drum, dance, chant, ritualistically make offerings, whether it be something like milk and honey, blood, flowers, food, anything, whatever I'm currently leaving for them, for gods, spirits, ancestors, deities, allies, all of that sort of stuff. And then there'll be some sort of like energetic working usually, so maybe it'll be like whipping up some energy using drumming or dancing or trancing or just getting the body flowing and the blood flowing. And then focusing that work either into like a cone, into an energetic sphere, and then releasing that into the action and work that I'm hoping to transmute and change within the world. And grounding any excess energy, taking a little bit back for myself to restore my energetic body, giving some to the earth as an offering and a gift, and a thanks to any allies that I've worked with in that. And then from there, generally, it just goes into all the farewells. So farewelling any allies, ancestors, spirits, elementals, guardians, whoever I've worked with in that ritual. And then just opening the directions again. So farewelling center and the 6 directions, unfolding the ritual space, and then once more acknowledging and thanking the traditional landowners for allowing this rite within their space, and just leaving, if I've taken any non-biodegradable items in, anything that's non-natural fauna or flora into the area. Fauna and flora, yeah. So whether I've done that, so whether I've taken in like fruit that might not be native to there, that sort of thing, I try to move that, and we'll take it back to whether I have like a compost site or I know somewhere where it's more natural to be able to go back, I'll put it back there. And then that's generally it. Wildwood rituals, I just have my own, like we have kind of just a basic skeletal structure, which is kind of what inspires my ritual work, and same within reclaiming, very similar in that sort of nature, having that skeletal structure to work with, and then just fleshing it out with whatever the energetic work is, whatever the magical work is. Yeah. But I've applied that into like pop culture rituals where we've had Pokemon as the different elemental guardians, and that was fun, and the circle ended up being cast as a giant Pokeball. And we did, I think we're doing fuck with political power activism work that day, so pop culture and change was just fun, and that energy we really worked well with there. Yeah, a lot of my time is just generally devotional ritual work, or just basic things, spellcrafting for finances, new job, for love, building social community, full moon rituals, which I facilitate monthly, and yeah, general coven stuff. So I think that's mostly it. It's not going to be as long as anyone else's videos this week, mainly because I just don't have anything currently to work with to film to give you an offering of a ritual. Most of the time, like, my mini rituals just will include singing devotionals to my plants and food and that sort of thing, or just drawing cards every day. It's just more kind of habitual rituals, which I adore. So daily devotionals and practices and disciplines. It's where most of my stuff is now. It's not the big hoo-ha, flashy lights and incense candles and panne velvet robes and cinnamon oil anointed besoms and all that sort of stuff. It's just really practical witchcraft, I would say. But I think that's it for this week. I hope to get this up very soon. I completely forgot about this video until like, it's now 10 o'clock on Sunday. And yeah, it's been a weekend, went quickly. But yes, I will see you all next weekend for next week's question. And yeah, for those that have much of a weekend left, much love and blessings. Enjoy the rest of that. And for those that are going into your next week, I hope you all have a wonderful and pleasant Monday. And don't let the Monday blues get you. Much love and blessings, and blessed be. Mwah.